Yeah. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Thursday, and I am still Debo Onafowora, your agribusiness coach. Okay, I trust you had a wonderful time with my last week Thursday message. Today is another Thursday, and I am here once again with my Thursday message with Debo Onafowora. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about an interesting subject. At the time, it became very controversial, but I think sharing some words about this will help people out there to make good decisions about agribusiness or agriculture, and then it will help you not to fall prey to some funny individuals out there. Today, I want to talk to you about the subject I captured, agro investment. That's agricultural investment. Yeah, recently in the last few years, a number of organizations, a number of Agritech companies came into the industry, and then we started to see some investment scheme in agriculture, schemes like crowd farming. You bring some amount of money, an organization will use the money, or you sponsor farmers. You are in town, you are a white collar person, you're working, and there are farmers out there who need support. They don't have enough funding to fund their business, to fund their work. Yeah, so you come into the space, you put some money down. There's an organization that aggregates or that coordinates this. These are the Agritech companies. They are in charge. They are like the middlemen for agro investment. You put your money down with this organization. They use your money to sponsor a farmer in the in the bush, or in the farm settlements, or somewhere far that you cannot get to. And when this farmer uses your money to farm, at the end of the day, when you harvest, or when the farmer harvests its produce, the profit is shared into three: a part for you, a part for the farmer, and a part for the Agritech investment. Very laudable, beautiful initiative, and it kicked off, and a number of people got, how will I put it, they benefited from this scheme. But over the years, we began to have all sorts of complaints. People were saying, I dropped money for an agro investment scheme, and I did not get a return for my money, or they are still keeping my money, or I got duped, by one way or the other. So what I want to say today is to shed light into this type of scheme, and then to help us so that no one will fall prey again, or no one will make a mistake. But let me say, what I want to say today should help you to make a good decision if you need to invest in any agro investment scheme. Now, what do we need to know if you are to invest in an agro investment scheme? The first thing I want to say is this: agriculture is not a get-rich-quick thing. Let's change this mentality. Let's change the mindset that makes us to think that agriculture is a get-rich-quick thing. You come into agriculture, you do it, and within 1 month, 3 months, 2 months, the money is coming back. No. The first thing you need to know about farming is, to be a farmer or to contribute to farming, you must have a measure of patience. Patience is key when it comes to agriculture. And I think it's the lack of patience, actually, that is causing some of the problems we are getting in the industry. Now, let's look at it this way. Outside this climb, when banks fund farming investment, you get a moratorium of a minimum of 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But in Nigeria, a commercial bank is putting money in your farm, and they expect you to start paying back in 1 month. What would you have done with the fund? Farming is not trading, for God's sake. It's farming. You put a seed in the ground, it takes time. It sprouts. It starts to germinate. It starts to grow. It takes time before it gets to flowering, before it gets to fruiting, before you dry it, in fact, before you process it. It takes time. But when you give somebody some fund and you expect the person to pay back immediately, you expect the person to start paying back, how do you expect the person to maximize it? So let me say this. If you want to be involved in any agro scheme, the first thing you must understand, like I've said, you must have patience. Patience. Somebody said the patient dog eats the fattest bone. You must have patience. That's the truth. Don't be in a hurry. Scrutinize the scheme very well. What are they paying? When are they paying? What are they using the money for? It is not an MMM. It's farming. It takes time. That's the truth. Guys, let me say this. If you see any agro scheme that wants to pay you earlier than maybe 1 calendar year, 12 months, you need to think very well, especially if they are promising above 20%. If somebody is promising to pay you above 20% in less than 12 months, you need to think well about it. Because when it comes to this type of scheme, you don't have control. You don't. Control is key in investment, but you don't have control. You just give your money. You don't control the farm. You don't control the farmer. You don't control the market. You don't control the sales. You don't have any form of control. So if you don't have control and you don't have patience, I tell you, it's a sign for disaster. So if somebody is saying, we'll pay you 20% in 3 months, we'll pay you 30%, we'll pay you 50% in 6 months. I've seen somebody promise 100% in 9 months, and I began to wonder, what's he going to do with the money? Is it porn? Is it drug? What's he going to do with the money? A business mentor of mine said, when the promise sounds too good to be true, it's either it is porn, or it is drug, or it is Ponzi. It's either of the three. If it's not, it's a bloody scam. So you need to look, you need to ask well. What will you do with this money? Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers. Show me in black and white. Show me how the money will be invested. Show me what the farmers will use the money to cultivate. Show me where they are going to sell it. Show me how much they are going to sell. Show me the input, show me the output. You need to ask these questions if you don't want to be sorry later. The next thing you need to ask or you need to be aware of, check the pedigree of the company. You say, who are the people promising me these returns? Have they done it before? How long have they been doing it? What is their staying power? How many people have they paid back? You need to ask. Are they experienced? Can I trust them? Don't be deceived. When somebody says it's insured, your fund is not insured. It is the plant or the crop or the cycle that is insured, not your fund. So the fact that it's insured does not guarantee you a returns. If you insure the fact that when I plant tomato, and the tomato will get to fruiting without disease or whatever, that's what you insured. So if my tomato got to fruiting stage and I harvest, but I didn't get to sell at the amount I thought I would sell, what will insurance do? Nothing. Nothing. Insurance does not cover that. So we really need to understand so that we don't fall prey to schemes that will not help us. So I really want us to open our eyes to this scheme so that you don't get to be cheated on your hard-earned money, and then you come for foul play. So you need to ask these questions. You need to know what they are using it for. You need to check the numbers very well. When you do that, you will be amazed. You will be amazed that your risk will be limited. I tell you. And you need to ask one more thing. What if you don't get to sell? Or what if you don't sell at the amount you said you will sell for? What's the need for me? What's the need for me? So you need to ask these questions. If you do, you'll be amazed that you will not be risking yourself. So in the part 2 of this, I will share some other vital details that will help us and that will help you against investment in agribusiness. I still believe that agribusiness or agriculture is the way to go. There's a lot of opportunity lying in agriculture for Africa and for young people and for us, but we need to be wise, we need to be strategic, we need to have understanding of what we are getting ourselves into. So till I come your way next Thursday, my name remains Debo Onafowora, your agribusiness coach. See you next time.